On today's video, I'm going to be taking you on a driving tour of a brand new community in Celina, Texas, Terra. Located inside the exciting master plan development of Uptown Celina, this neighborhood is bringing in homes on 40, 50, and 60-foot lots with builders Pacesetter and Castle Rock, starting in the 400s. I'll be breaking down everything you need to know from the current tax rate, HOA fees, starting prices, floor plan sizes, and what you can expect as this area continues to grow.
So that makes sense.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Today you join me over here at Terra at Uptown Celina. This is a new construction community in Celina, Texas, located within Collin County. So maybe you clicked on this video because you are currently looking at the Celina, Texas market and thinking about new construction, and your budget is anywhere from about $380,000 up to $600,000, even a little bit more than that for some of the bigger homes within this neighborhood. Some prices are going up to $659,000, but majority, I would say for the most part, it's going to be in that range from about $500K to $600K for a decent sized home in this community. Now I'll be breaking down kind of what I like, what I don't like about this neighborhood, just like my other driving tours. And this neighborhood is right down the street from the ranch at Uptown Celina. So if you are currently looking in this northern Celina, Texas market at some of the new construction options around here, definitely go check out my video I just came out with called The Ranch at Uptown Celina. I like the builders over in that neighborhood than the builders that are within this neighborhood, but in this neighborhood, it is gonna be a little bit more budget friendly compared to the Toll Brother homes. And the Taylor Morrison might be competitive with these builders in here, but those Toll Brother homes, I know they're going to be more expensive than the two builders that are within this community. So for this neighborhood, the tax rate is going to be at 2.06%, but there is a PID in here that brings up that tax rate. So let's just call it 2.8%. That's what the builder is going to tell you. And within this neighborhood on the tax rate, you're going to be paying the city Celina tax, Collin County, Collin College, and Celina ISD. And the HOA in here is about $850 per year, so a little bit cheaper. On the HOA side, I would say that most HOAs are around the $1,000 to $1,600 mark. So being under $1,000, you are a little bit cheaper than majority of the neighborhoods that are this big with these types of amenities. $850 is still not cheap in my opinion, especially with there also being a PID in this neighborhood. Now within here, there are going to be some other amenities, so that is nice. Builders in here is going to be Pacesetter Homes in Castle Rock. For Pacesetter, they've got 18 floor plans that you can pick from. They're building anywhere from 40 to 50 and 60-foot lots. The smallest floor plan you could build from is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,400 square feet, starting at $381,000. And then the biggest 2-story plan on a 60-foot lot, you could build up to a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,100 square feet, starting at $532,000. And they've got 10 quick move-ins on their website, currently priced anywhere from $399,000 up to $659,000. And here is the plat map to show you kind of the different size lots. It's not going to show you what's available and what's closed, but on here you can get a general idea on what size lots are in what part of the area in this neighborhood. For Castle Rock, they've got 12 floor plans in here to choose from. They're building anywhere from 40, 50, and 60-foot lots. On the low end, you could do a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,651 square feet, starting at $419,000. And then on the bigger size lot with that 2-story home, you could build up to a 4-bed, 3-bath, starting at $569,000. They've got 5 quick move-ins on their website, priced anywhere from $399,000 up to $625,000. And here is also the plat map that will show you the different lot sizes that are located on the east side of this neighborhood in their beginning phase, their phase 1. They're moving into their next phase right now over on the west side. So this neighborhood will continue to be built out. There's still plenty of lots available within their first phase of this community, but they'll be jumping a little bit more west, kind of closer to where Legacy Hills is coming in. And just on the other side of Legacy Hills is where the Dallas North Tollway will get built in, but that's probably not going to happen for at least 5 years would be my guess on things. They're going to take that Dallas North Tollway up to Celina Road, which is going to still be about a 10-minute drive to get onto the Dallas North Tollway. And at the point where it's getting built to, going north from there, where it kind of wraps around Legacy Hills, goes up north, I don't see them having it. They have not released any plans on that, or at least that I've seen recently, talking about what the next phase of the Dallas North Tollway is going to be, but I can expect it to get built in there at some point because they're just marketing that way right now. On the MLS right now, the cheapest home active is a 2025 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,651 square feet, priced at $399,000 on a 50-foot lot. And then the most expensive plan right now is a home active that is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,382 square feet, priced at $659,000 on a 60-foot lot. The lot sizes in here are going to be anywhere from 0.1 of an acre to about 0.17. Maybe there's one in here that's like 0.2 of an acre, but it's going to be a little bit smaller lot, so backyard sizes are not going to be that big. On those 40-foot lots, you will get a little bit of a backyard, but do not expect the world, right? The amenities in here, you're going to have an amenity center. There are going to be some walking trails around the pond that they're going to put right in the middle of this neighborhood. The amenity center is going to have a resort-style pool. There's going to be playgrounds and some open spaces as well. The school zoning in here is zoned for Celina ISD. That's going to be Likens Elementary, Moore Middle School, and Celina High School. I do expect zoning on this neighborhood to change over time as Legacy Hills builds out, which is that neighborhood that's right next to this one. Over in that huge master plan development, they're going to be putting a lot more schools in there, so I do expect this zoning to change over time because the schools I just listed out are located on the far north side of Celina, which are a little bit further away. I think from this area, it probably takes about 10 minutes to get up to Celina High School. The commute time out of here down to Dallas is going to be 55 minutes. Frisco is going to be 20 minutes away. DFW Airport is going to be 40 minutes away. Fort Worth is going to be an hour, 5 minutes away. The nearest grocery store is 8 minutes away, and the nearest hospital is 9 minutes away. Breaking down the pros and cons of this neighborhood, pros is that you're going to get the amenities. You'll get an amenity center, a resort-style pool, and you're also only paying $850 a year on the HOA, which I think is relatively reasonable compared to what some of these other HOAs are costing. And you're not even getting a resort style pool. You're getting maybe a pond and a walking trail with a sad little playground in it that's painted like green, purple, and yellow. The walking trails are going to have a nice pond around it, so you're going to get a little bit of a nature feel to the neighborhood, but there's not going to be a bunch. I'm sure they're going to put some landscaping, but it's not going to have a whole bunch of a nature feel to it. But at least you do have the pond in the middle that kind of anchors the whole neighborhood around this one center area where you can kind of walk around and get out. And this neighborhood is going to have budget-friendly builders in here, which just means more of the options are going to feel standard. It's not going to have all the nice closets and walk-in spaces, and kitchens are going to be very basic. Flooring is going to be like LVP. Not going to have the best aesthetic on the inside. Even the outside of these homes going to feel very monotonous. And there's a reason for that because of where the price range is. So it is on the cheaper side, but just know there is a reason for that. They're also offering multiple different lot sizes in this neighborhood, so there should be something for everyone. Now, if you want a big backyard, but you'll have the options between a 40, 50, and 60-foot lot. So if you are looking for a 40-foot lot, at least you know your neighbors around you are going to be on bigger homes, 50s and 60s. Now, if you're looking at a 60-foot lot, just know that you're going to be buying at the top of the market within this neighborhood because everything else around you are going to be smaller homes on smaller lots. This area will also be a prime location in 5 years from now. The future growth of this area is going to be crazy. It being close to the Uptown Celina master plan development. You're not going to be connected right on the walking trail like the ranch at Uptown Celina or the Olivia Clark North Square and kind of where all of that is, but you'll be really close to the downtown Celina area. It's going to be less than 5 minutes to be able to drive into there. There's a whole bunch of events. They're redoing that area. They're making a new downtown area for everyone to kind of hang around. So you'll be really close to that. You're also not going to be too far away from Prosper, Texas. There's a lot of new things coming into Prosper, Texas as well. The downtown area is kind of getting revitalized, and there's some other new mixed-use developments popping up along the Dallas North Tollway or the Dallas Parkway area right now. Dallas North Tollway should also be built through here, so I think that's also going to be a pro. The commute times suck around these areas right now. The roads just outside this neighborhood, not the best, but at least you'll have that highway system here within the next 2 years to be able to commute down further, whether you have to get to the airport or you just want to get into Frisco to kind of enjoy a day with your family. And that leads me into the cons in here. So you're just further from stores, banks, grocery. Now, grocery is less than 10 minutes away, but it's not like something you can just literally drive out of your neighborhood, hit a light, and then you're right at a grocery store. This is gonna be something where you drive on a farm to market road. You've got to go through downtown Celina, or you kind of have to go around, get onto Preston Road, drive down that for a bit, and then you'll be at a grocery store. They do have some fast food restaurants and some banks. There's not a lot of sit-down places in this area when it comes to restaurants. You have to travel more into the Gates Prosper, which is more of a 15-20 minute drive to get into those areas, right on the border of North Frisco and Prosper, Texas. Also not too far away from, like, I mean, it is a pro. I didn't really add this with the pros, but it is not too far away from the fields of Frisco. In my opinion, you're less than probably 25 minutes to get over to that area. So still not bad. Like a commute time to me that's bad is like anything over 45 minutes is too long in my opinion. But this only being 25 minutes away before the Dallas North Tollway is built through here, the commute times is only gonna get better. The roads on the outside of this community, they're not gonna be very nice to you. I don't expect these areas to expand anytime soon. So just know that that's gonna be one of the frustrating things. I mean, they don't even have lights down these roads. So driving at night, it's very dark. Headlights are just hitting you really bad in the face. And that's not gonna change for a while. They might put lights along the road at some point, but actually expanding it out and making it a little bit more safe, I don't see them doing that for quite a while. It seems like for the most part, these cities just like taking the longest and like waiting till the last minute to put in the infrastructure when it comes to roads for these neighborhoods getting built out. You would think it'd be the other way, where they'd build out the roads leading into the neighborhood and then they build out the neighborhood, but no. What they want to do is they want to build out the neighborhood, get all the money from you guys in your property taxes, and then be able to afford to go back and build the road out, which, I mean, makes sense, but it's just like annoying, right? Because like it's just like, you know, a bunch of people are about to move to this area, the roads are going to just get worse and worse, so why not just fix it before? But they kind of wait till the last second for the most part, I feel like. Another con for me is just like the level of these builders in here. I think the pro is that it's going to be budget friendly, but you know, the con of that is that these builders are just not going to offer the best things with them. I also don't get the best feedback from people who have bought with these builders, right? I think at the end of the day, all these builders have something wrong with them, or at least someone has worked with all these builders I've made videos about and had a bad experience. And I'm sure a lot of these people who have bought from these builders have had a fine experience, but for the most part, the feedback I get from these builders are not always the best. So kind of keep that in mind too. But once again, that goes back into the price point. Just understand there is a reason that it is cheaper than the other builders in these areas. And then last thing that's going to be a con is of course the PID within this community, which is just going to give you that higher monthly payment. Which you're not going to get away from. All these neighborhoods around here are going to have a PID, so that's just one thing you can't escape when you're buying in the Celina market. That's going to be it for this neighborhood, La Terra at Uptown Celina. If you guys have more questions about these builders or buying within Celina, I'd love to help you out and work with you on your home search. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Other than that, peace out y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that,